Hey, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing how to avoid cake face. So I admit I've done it, we've all done it, right? Once in our life. So yeah, today I'm just going to show you some tips and tricks on how to avoid cakey foundation. It's mostly going to apply to people who have like oily skin. I have combination, so I have oily T-zones. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload 3 new videos a week. Smash that like button, give me a thumbs up, it really helps me up. It shows me that you're enjoying my content, and without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so first off the bat, this is gonna apply to mostly people who have oily skin. I have like combination, well, I technically have an oily T-zone, and then the rest of my face is just normal. First thing off the bat is I've already washed my face. Now I'm going to moisturize. Moisturize is so important. So make sure you're putting a lot of moisturizer on. Like I put a lot on my face. Use whatever moisturizer you want, like depends on your skin type, right? So I'm just gonna put my moisturizer on. And I kind of just like try to like press it into your skin. Yeah, I put a ton of moisturizer on. It just really helps. It gives your skin another barrier. So after you have applied lots of moisturizer, don't skip moisturizer. It's very important. With clean hands. Then I'm gonna use a primer. So, and the trick to avoid cake face is you don't want to use a lot of primer. Like I use a small amount and I just put it in my T-zone, pretty much mostly in my T-zone. So I'm gonna be using Urban Decay Optical Illusion. This is really good for people with enlarged pores, because it's kind of like that silicone texture, you know, like a Professional or the Smashbox, that purple one, the pore minimizing. So I just go like this. So any primer you want, just make sure you don't put a lot on. That's the key. You want to just put a little bit of primer on. People go way too overboard with their primers. And like I said, I'm just putting it mostly in my T-zone. And then whatever's left, I kind of put it on the rest of my face, but okay, and then wait for that to dry. Another thing which I think is so crucial, you can use whatever you want to apply your foundation, but I think the best, like for me, the best way hands down is a beauty blender. So I just got mine wet, like I dampened it, and then when I put it under water, and then when you squeeze it out, I grab like a towel or like a paper towel, and I squeeze all that water out. You don't want it to be like soaked. You want it to be damp, but not soaked. So foundation I'm going to be using today, and it's really important to make sure that your primer, your moisturizer, and your foundation are all matched to your skin type. It's so crucial to wear according to your skin type, right? Because not everything's going to work for everybody. Everybody has different skin type. Sure, it's the right, like if you're oily, you don't want a really hydrating foundation, right? So it'll make you look even more oilier. So I'm using Matte and Poreless. This one's really good by Maybelline. This is the Fit Me. I love this. So it's a normal to oily skin. So this one's really good for like, it's everybody. I love it. I love it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is just make sure your hands are clean, and I put it like that. Have my damp beauty blender. Another trick I do for my foundation is I spray not only did I dampen my beauty blender, but I spritz my makeup setting spray. So it helps with the application. It's so much better. So it's damp, and then I just spray a couple squirts of makeup setting spray on my beauty blender, and trust me, it works wonders. It makes your foundation look flawless. Pounce. Get a little bit of that, and I'm gonna start on the perimeter of my face, so the outside of my face. And the trick is not to apply too much product in your T-zone area. So what I do is apply it all around on the perimeter of my face, and whatever is left over, then I apply it to my T-zone. So I'm just gonna start pouncing it. And also, it's so important to really press, not even pounce it. You want to be pressing it into your skin, like actually, like obviously you don't want to hurt yourself, but you want to put a lot of pressure, right? You want the skin to become one with the foundation. So I'm really pressing it into my skin. And it takes me about 10 minutes just to do my foundation because it's so important, you know. See how people get that flawless skin? It's because they sat there for 10 minutes and they didn't just pounce it, like they pressed it into the skin. You don't want it to sit on top, you want to push the product into your skin. So I apply a lot of pressure. Pressing. You never want to rub, you always want to press. Whatever's left on my beauty blender from the outside, I start going in to making my way to the inside of my face. I mean the middle of my face, like where my nose is and yeah, you don't ever want to apply a lot of product, you know, on the T-zone area. Just pretty much what's left over on your beauty blender. But I just find that a beauty blender works so much better than a brush. Yeah, a brush gives you a lot of coverage, but every time I use a brush, it's always more cakey with a brush. But that's my personal opinion, and you do you, whatever you want. Then go over if you see a couple places need a little bit more additional coverage, then just go back and grab a little bit more, or you can grab some concealer. But you want this concealer to be this exact same color as your foundation, because you don't want, if you put a lighter concealer on, you know, over a dark spot or anything, it's just gonna accentuate it more, right? So I just like to use my foundation. Okay, so for concealer, like I said, you do not want a concealer what's like, this one's way too light. This is fair and this is light. You want a concealer what's I would say 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. If you have like bags or dark circles, under your eyes, you want to conceal with like a pink or a salmon color, because that'll counteract the darkness. But if you don't have any bags or any dark circles under your eyes, then you can use like a yellow to brighten up and to highlight under your eyes. You never really want to apply concealer just like right like that, because all that's going to do is just make it look like you have bags under your eyes. You want to apply it in an upside down triangle, like that. Upside down triangle. So. And I like to highlight right in my nose, right here, a little bit there. And I'm gonna use my damp beauty blender again. And I'm not wiping, I don't wanna wipe off all the hard work I just did, so I'm pressing it in my skin. Okay, for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna put any a contour cream. Okay, so now we're gonna set our under eyes. And what and another trick is I use to set my under eyes, I'm gonna be using a translucent powder. This is Cara Grand Mineral Setting Powder. And I'm just gonna use this with my damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna press that in under my eyes with a very pretty hard. And you never ever want to use, when you're using like a setting powder, like when you're setting your makeup, you never want to use powdered, like a foundation powder, because that's going to make it way too cakey. You always want to use a translucent setting powder. That works the best. You use damp beauty blender, it works so good. You can also use like a pressed powder with your beauty blender, but I just find that it works a lot better using a loose powder. Okay, then another trick of what I'm gonna do is right after I put my powder on, I'm gonna spray my face with a setting spray. That is key. You need to set it, you need to spray your face after with setting spray. After I spray my face, I take my beauty blender because I feel like it kind of sits on my little hairs there, and I just push it into the skin. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then we'll wrap this up. See? And I didn't put like a lot of foundation on, so it's like, you know, but you can totally tell it looks way better. So I'll be right back. Hey guys, so this is the final look, and yeah, it's been this long time. This is a couple hours later and it still looks pretty good. Give this a thumbs up if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out, and comment down below, let me know what videos you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, love you guys. Bye.